here at Bull Moose. You can barely see the sign. Great camera work, Jack. Well done. And we're here at the ceiling, a magnificent ceiling, and we are here with Nick. We're here with these fine people. We're going to get this started soon. By the way, Nick's got a ton of stuff he's selling. He's donating his grandparents' books.
Yep.
And I got a few movies. Alrighty, so let's go over movie number 1. The Dictator. Banned and unrated. Also banned from my collection, believe it or not. Terrible movie. I mean, Anna Faris is good in it, but I think that's the one highlight of the movie. Sex Tape. Yeah. One of Cameron Diaz's last movies, and unfortunately she did not save her best work for last. Up next we have a movie that I am very disappointed to give up, My Cousin Vinny. I wanted to like this movie. I thought there were parts of it that were funny. I like these actors in it. I like Marissa Tomei. I like, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. Joe Pesci? Yeah, Joe Pesci. Just, I don't know, I think it's a little overrated. Up next is a movie that I was kind of interested in from the concept, but unfortunately the execution is not great. The Bling Ring. This is actually a pretty historic film because it's one of the first ones from A24, but unfortunately it just felt mean-spirited. It's based on a true story, but it just goes to show not all true stories can translate into good movies. Lastly, we have another movie that I'm sure that a lot of you will be saying, Jack, why are you selling this? The answer, it's one of the worst comedies I've ever seen. Knocked Up. It deserves to be on the ground. Now that I probably damaged it and they won't accept it, Knocked Up, it just felt, again, it's kind of like The Bling Ring. It just felt mean-spirited. It just felt juvenile, over the top. I don't know what you call it. I mean, I like Judd Apatow. It's actually directed by Judd Apatow. I like his other films like King of Staten Island, Trainwreck. I just saw Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which is really good. Peter, you suck.
Peter, you suck. Peter, you suck.
And those are the 5 movies I'm selling. That said, we will get some more video in a second. So we are now inside Bull Moose. Nick is holding guard of the movies. Oh, maybe, I think I already found something. I'm not sure. We got Point Break right over here. 4K.
No new releases for you.
That was the best one.
This is not that new.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's see, VHF, Vinland Saga Season 2. Dune Part 2 on DVD.
One more time.
Yeah, we got some Shout stuff, Criterion stuff. Ooh, Ghostbusters Steelbook.
Oh.
Actually, I'm intrigued. I think I might have found a pickup. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, even though I don't own Afterlife yet. Those who are new to the channel, you may not know that this is actually that's a new version of the Salem location, which was open a couple months ago. It was closed down a couple months ago. And they still have some of the same stuff. Like, for example, this Xbox One controller. This was at Salem, but now it's here. They got basically a bunch of the same games, all that stuff. Star Fox Guard, New Super Mario Bros. U, Hyrule Warriors, Mario Party 8. Oh, and we got some amiibos here. Lucina, Daisy, and Pac-Man. Okay, so we have all this shark stuff. We have a shark book. We have a shark, whatever, shark facts that fit in your hand. Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, it's like a triple feature. Deep Blue Sea, Deep Blue Sea 2, and the Meg. Interesting choices. We have all these, and apparently we have the bad guys down here for some reason. I guess there is a shark in that movie. Why not have the Suicide Squad if you're going to have the bad guys here?
So smart, me.
Now look at this slip cover for La La Land. Look at this. This is awesome. Look at the shine here. You get Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling locking lips. I don't think I've seen this one. I've seen the traditional poster. I've not seen this poster on a slip yet. I wonder whether the actual cover is the same. There it is. Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, I like that. It's subtly different, but it's nice. Right now we have the steelbooks mixed in with the other movies, which is an interesting choice, I guess. It's something a little bit different than the last location. They've had their own section. Oh, we got the video games all over here. We got Wii U, we got PS2, 2000s to 2010s all in one section. Oh, we got regular Wii as well, so it's both Wii U and Wii. When I was at, what was it, the Salem location, they had a Hollywood Squares game. Oh, and I still have it here. I want to get this. I mean, it's a good price, but I don't know. I can show you the disc. Always check your discs before you buy. Actually, it's better than I remember. It actually doesn't look that bad. Although you do have a little fingerprint right here, I guess. That's a little disturbing. Also, Rad Garrett's in this game, which, by the way, is on my shirt. Which, I can't read it. I'm gonna get my coat. It says right here, everybody, everywhere, all at once, loves Raymond. Mixture of everybody loves Raymond and everything everywhere all at once. Everybody everywhere all at once loves Raymond. We have the documentary section. Let's see what we have here. I don't really see anything, although Joan Rivers, a piece of work. What'd you find? Shrek 2?
Baby. To the point.
Ah, well done, well done.
No.
Look at Fiona's face. She looks like she's about to do something. Look at Fiona's face.
Yeah.
No, literally, it looks like she's going to do something terrible to him.
Oh, God.
I don't know why, but I'm getting that vibe just looking at that cover. Yeah,
That's crazy. Wow.
I'm going to get Fistful of Dollars, and for a few dollars more. I own Good and Bad and the Ugly. I don't own these two, so... Completionism. I find this animation section kind of funny, because you have all these, like, comic book-based things here, and then you have Charlotte's Web, which is actually live action. And then you have all these random, like, straight-to-DVD stuff, like Lego, Mortal Kombat, then Open Season, which was released in theaters. And then you got Sleeping Beauty, first 2, Spider-Verse, and then literally the live-action Spider-Man trilogy from Sam Raimi. I think I found a third pickup. $14.97. My Neighbor Totoro. I think I'm going to get this. I actually own a copy at home, but it's not the Steelbook. I might have to get this. At the beginning of the video, we had 3 copies of Point Break. Now we have 2. This is interesting. Okay, there's 1. Math is fun. Princess Mononoke. Also, Steelbook. I also own this on Blu-ray, but I don't have it in Steelbook form. You know what? I'm in the mood today. I'm in the mood to spend some money. Why not? And it's pre-owned, so even better. I think I found another pickup. This is killing my wallet, but who cares? I'm okay with this. Sasquatch Sunset. I'm really going on vacation next week, so I gotta be careful. Who cares? And for those keeping track, we have the worst movie ever. This is in my top 3 worst of the 2010s, The Haunting of Sharon Tate, which came out the same year as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. A much better film containing that character, even though you could probably take her out and have the movie be no different. Skip this one. Horrible. 8th pickup, Thoroughbreds. I love me some Anya Taylor-Joyce, great actress. The concept sounds intriguing. Can't go wrong. Alright, we got some celebrity combo packs. 4 film favorites, Matthew McConaughey. Alright. Where the heck is Interstellar? Come on, put that movie there. It's a great movie. And we also have Will Ferrell. Welcome back to Celebrity Jeopardy! Using Bull Moose as an excuse to catch up on some movies that I have not seen. For example, Sasquatch Sunset. I did not see this in the theater, I missed it. And then we now just found another one. Specifically, Immaculate, starring Sydney Sweeney. I wanted to check this out, unfortunately I never got the chance to. I think I just found a pickup I had no idea even existed. Quiz. I saw this on TV. This is a really good miniseries where... Yeah, it's based on the true story of Charles Ingram when he was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Martin Sheen plays Chris Tarrant. Excellent performance. Definitely getting this. What are you looking for, Nick?
Just Just whatever comes to mind.
Whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, trying to explore a little bit.
That's the best kind of plan. Play by ear. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Wipeout 3. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Smash Brothers.
Oh, look at this.
Ratchet and Clank Going Commando.
This came out in the early 2000s. That's with the PS3, like 3-for-1 combo pack.
Oh, yeah.
And you were there when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really much else to find.
I guess not.
Well, I feel like
It's okay. Let's see. What else we have? Xbox One. PS4. Oh, they made a Creed game. I had no idea. You get the old school Aladdin Lion King combo. We got Bob's Big Break. This is included with the Monsters vs. Aliens DVD back in the day. I got number 11.
what do we got?
It's a heck of a drug. So we have the Lost Boys trilogy. I had no idea they made 200 movies.
Yeah, I know. Jack and I saw
I saw the first one and I liked it. I'm going to pass on it. One neat thing about Momoose, they have a bunch of random novelties here. For example, a Bigfoot air freshener. I don't know what that smells like. Swirl in underpants. Odd. And here are the candles for people who do not want to buy candles. If you do not want to expose yourself to the disaster that is the haunting of Sharon Tate, in case you do not want to expose yourself to that, you can expose yourself to Gotti. Fun fact, this movie was distributed by MoviePass. Anybody remember MoviePass? They just did a documentary on MoviePass called MoviePass Movie Crash. Excellent watch, by the way. It's on HBO. But yeah, this movie, the world's most notorious gangster. You might as well call it the world's most unsatisfying mess. We are going to go over the titles I picked up at Bomoose. First off, we're going to start with a movie I have not seen, even though I have seen a similar title. I have never seen A Fistful of Dollars, starring Clint Eastwood. Now, for the record, the title that I have seen as similar to this is The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, which, shout out to my Uncle David. Shout out to my uncle. He loves that movie so much. I'm not sure what his thoughts are on this movie or even the next one in my pile for a few dollars more, which, yeah, it's the second film in the Man with No Name trilogy. Yeah, I'll be checking those out one day. I mean, I feel like I have to since I've seen the third one. It kind of reminds me of the way I was when I was a kid. I mean, I was one of those weirdos who would watch Spider-Man 2 before Spider-Man. I even watched Shrek 2 before Shrek 1. That's just the way I was for some reason. Moving on, we have The Wrestler, starring Mickey Rourke, Marisa Tomei, and what's the other one? Evan Rachel Wood. Yeah, this is $6.97, pretty cheap price. I've heard about this title. I've not seen it. Can't wait to check it out. Moving on to a movie that for a few years was a summer tradition of mine in terms of watching it. Point Break, the 1991 original, for the record. I know there's a remake in 2015, which, by the way, I have seen and it is atrocious. This one, however, borderline masterpiece. One of Keanu Reeves' best movies. Probably the best Patrick Swayze movie there is, if you ask me. Directed by Catherine Bigelow. Sasquatch Sunset. I missed this in theaters, unfortunately. I wanted to check it out. It's only like 89 minutes long, so it's a short watch. The trailer looks... I mean, I don't know what you would call it. It looks unique. But, I don't know, it intrigues me. I kind of want to see how this plays out. Moving on, we have Thoroughbreds. I was pretty sold just because Anya Taylor-Joy was on the cover, but the concept sounds interesting too. I mean, it's I'm reading it right now. It's basically childhood friends reconnect in suburban Connecticut. Up next, we have Immaculate, starring Sydney Sweeney. Much like Sasquatch Sunset, this was just in theaters recently. And much like Sasquatch Sunset, I missed it in theaters recently. I wanted to check this one out. I just never got the chance to. Found it for $14.97, pretty good price. Now I have an excuse to watch it at home. Moving on, we have a couple Studio Ghibli titles. I already own these on Blu-ray, but I found the steelbooks for them. This will go well with the rest of my collection. Starting off, we have My Neighbor Totoro, which, when it comes to the Studio Ghibli titles, I feel like this is somewhere in the middle for me. I enjoy this film, but I feel like it's missing something that a lot of the other films have. It's well made, it's well written. I mean, for the simple plot that it is, I think they handle it very well. Princess Mononoke, which, much like My Neighbor Totoro, I think is somewhere around the middle for me when it comes to the Studio Ghibli library. I don't think it's as good as Howl's Moving Castle. I don't think it's as good as Spirited Away. I don't think it's as good as The Wind Rises. I would give it a watch again at some point. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I got this as on steelbook form, as you can see right here. It's pretty cool. I saw this in the theaters. It was pretty good. I don't think it's the best Ghostbusters movie, but I don't think it's the worst one either. I honestly enjoyed this one more than Ghostbusters 2. I don't know. I found this I found this funnier. I think Patton Oswalt's pretty good in it. Kumail is a little too much by the end of the film, but I mean, I like him as a comedian. I like, I like a lot of the jokes that they have in this movie. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I recommend it. And lastly, we actually have a TV series, or more accurately, a mini-series, Quiz. This is... I don't even know how many people have actually watched this, at least in the United States. I know in the UK, this aired on ITV. I think it was ITV. Yeah, I think it was. But on the US, it's aired on AMC, and it did not have that big of a run on there. You can probably find it on AMC Plus. So this is based on the true story of the Charles Ingram scandal on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in the UK. Basically, Charles Ingram cheats his way to £1 million, and he ends up, at the time, claiming the top prize. It's really fascinating. I mean, I'm a big game show fan, so I'm kind of biased towards this. And in this pickup, I've actually seen this series. It's really good. So I can't wait to watch it again. In fact, they didn't have some bonus features that I really want to check out. They have a little thing on Michael Sheen as Chris Tarrant, which for those who are in the US or outside the United Kingdom, Chris Tarrant is the former host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over in the UK, which is the format that started everything for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That should do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will say, as far as the new Bull Moose location goes, it's a pretty fun place. It's definitely smaller than Salem. It's definitely a little tinier. I mean, I think it's a little bigger than if you've been to your Bull Moose locations, I think it's a little bigger than the one in Portsmouth. I'd say it's bigger than the one in Bedford, which I did a video on before. But yeah, I will say, even though it is a little smaller, I think they still use the space very well. I missed the grand opening. My friend Nick, who you saw in this video, got to go to that. I hope he had a good time. And I had a good time with him. I had a good time with a few of my friends, Dave, Tony, Mizzy, who did I say? Dave, Tony, Mizzy, Andrew, yeah, Nick, yeah, I already mentioned Nick. There's two Nicks. Maria, I think her name is. Yeah, but everyone who showed up, my name is JackDrees. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.